I am Sister Catherine O'Brien.
Okay.
I'm a Sister Notre Dame,
Okay.
Denham Moore, and I am the Boston Area Site Director for Notre Dame Mission Volunteers Americorps.
And how long have you been doing this for?
This is my 7th year doing it.
Does it get better every year?
Yes, and more interesting.
Okay, good. Perfect.
My name is Kayla Collins.
Kayla Collins. So Kayla, where do you work? What is this place?
I work at Julie's Family Learning Program.
Okay. And what is it that you do?
I am an infant toddler teacher. And basically, I teach the toddlers, help them with their gross motor skills and fine motor skills.
Okay.
Just learn basic skills that they're going to need later in life. And
How many kids do you work with?
6.
6 kids? Is this one of them?
This is Francis.
Hi, Francis.
Francis, say hi to the camera. Francis is shy.
Okay.
Usually come in, they have free play for a little while. Around 9:30 they have snack. And then between like 10:15 and 10:30 we'll have story time. Then after story time we have circle time. And then usually we'll get to do an activity like Play-Doh or coloring. And then sometimes we make pudding and Jell-O. Francis. They like this book right here. Me and Francis read this today. Rainbow Fish to the Rescue.
Francis, do you like that book? You like it? Good.
So it's rewarding to be here in general because I'm in a positive environment surrounded by a lot of positive people. And I've learned a lot. They're making a delivery truck.
Wow. What's it gonna deliver?
Ducks. Ducks? Flocks. Oh, you love your flocks.
So we're here with Tess. And Tess, you work in the
Notre Dame Montessori School.
Notre Dame Montessori School. And so what do you do, Tess?
I co-teach and I watch the kids and help them do their work. And they do a lot of independent study stuff. And I go in the block room and build stuff in the block room with them and watch them in recess. I work with little kids on the cylinders and shapes, and then other groups do different things like the continents and number rods.
Okay.
I've learned a lot from the kids. They brighten up my day. They teach me what it is to be polite. A lot of them say please and thank you, right, Shayna? And they always are being very creative and taught me how to be creative.
Very cool. How about at the end of the day, how does that feel?
It feels good because I know I've done something with the kids.
Yeah, can you tell me your name again?
Oh, Julia White.
Where do you work?
I work at Notre Dame High School, which is in Lawrence.
And what do you do?
I work as a teacher's aide, so I work with juniors, so they're about like 16, 17, in English classes. They're mostly from the Dominican Republic, some from Puerto Rico, but the majority of them are all Hispanic. There's a few Asian kids, and sometimes they go on different like field trips.
Where have you guys been?
They went to see Julia Alvarez at Harvard, so they got to hear her speak, and that was like because they read one of her books for summer reading. They also went and saw Junot Diaz, who wrote The Brief Wondrous Life of Oscar Wilde, so they got to hear him talk. And they also went and saw The Nutcracker at Brandeis University, and they're excited because they got to go out to eat at like a fancy restaurant, and they all got to like dress up. So as soon as they heard they were going, they were talking about, oh, what am I going to wear? So those are a lot of fun. Bye.
I'm Carrie Atwood. I work at Notre Dame Education Center in
Okay.
South Boston.
Okay.
And I teach ESOL, levels 3 and 4. My students range from 25 to 80 years old.
You have lots of different students from lots of different countries. Can you tell me a little bit about that any challenges that have come up because of that?
The thing that comes to mind is just their learning styles that they're used to. For example, my Asian students, a lot of the times it's a very structured system that they come from where there's no real personal interaction between the teachers, so it's hard for them to break that barrier where they can talk to me about personal issues, or they can not be formal with me and call me Kerry and not teacher. I feel like it's been fantastic. I'm I've learned a lot. I feel much more comfortable as a teacher.
Okay.
Much more comfortable with my students in general.
Okay.
I'm Danielle Mendola. I teach, it's called ABE, Adult Basic Education 2. It's intermediate reading skills for adults.
Okay.
We basically practice working in sentence structures, main ideas, reading for facts, taking notes, all the different facets of reading.
Go ahead.
Okay, so this is one of my favorite classrooms. I like it because there's a lot of art on the walls. My students haven't made this, but I share it with the art teacher, who you may see right there. And I also like to try to incorporate art into my lessons too.
Okay, so this is the computer lab?
Yep, this is the computer lab. I'm Steve Chape.
Okay. And where'd you go to school?
MIT.
So, since you went to MIT, do you feel like they kind of stereotyped you and put you in the computer classroom, or was it more your own choice?
No, it was my own choice because most of the teachers here are English teachers, and I couldn't teach English to save my life.
What's the age range?
25 to 73.
Wow.
Yes.
Okay. And how do they get along? How do the 73-year-olds do on the computers? Is that difficult to teach a 73-year-old?
Yes, very, very difficult to teach a 73-year-old how to use a computer.
Mm-hmm. So what do you do? How do you try to communicate what the escape key does? I mean, does your 73-year-old understand what the escape key does?
No, I haven't tried to teach him that yet.
Okay.
He's still working on put the web address to go to google.com so he can search. It's by far the best job I've ever had. All my previous jobs have been sitting at a desk writing code, and I felt like I've always walked away from it with like, how does this matter? Why does what I'm doing really matter? And here the answer is much clearer.